Being right is not the key to a negotiation, but the right mindset is. This is from Chris Voss, FBI international hostage negotiator for 25 years. He also said that on average, we have typically 7 negotiations a day. So now, knowing this information, wouldn't you want to be a little bit more prepared in order to negotiate as you go along day to day? Hello, Toastmasters, guests, Madam Toastmaster. So the 3 simple tools that I cover: confidence, countering, and empathy. With confidence, according to Amy Cuddy, American social psychologist who gave the TED Talk on how your body language can say who you are. Her main point was that your thoughts will show in your body language. If you're confident, you'll typically stand up straighter or sit up straighter. If you're not confident, you'll tend to slouch down and look away from the screen or at the person. The point here is that by displaying and portraying confidence, your position as a negotiator, even though it might not be high stakes as in a hostage negotiation, can improve greatly by about 55% from just displaying power. Because what you think is what you're showing, and what you're showing is what you're thinking. A good example of this is negotiating a salary. If you go into a meeting to negotiate a salary, you want to present yourself in a confident manner. If you're sitting in a powerful setup, you're already setting yourself up with an opening that you know, and your supervisor or your client knows that you mean business. Now, countering. According to the Harvard Law School, there's BATNA, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement. In this situation, well, there might be alternatives to what you want to negotiate. Sometimes money isn't everything. Vacation time, education, time with family, investments as stock options. These are the alternatives to money. Can you think of any other alternatives that you want to negotiate or might consider negotiating if you don't get the salary you want? Well, those are the sort of things that BATNA addresses. And it's also targeting an assessed value that you're willing to take if the highest, what you go in with thinking you're going to get the largest salary possible is not what you're going to get, which means you're not going to be losing. And you're going in with the right mindset because you have an alternative to the approach that you have. A great example is, again, your salary. There's intangibles that go in with negotiating a salary. Vacation time. Who wouldn't like to be able to spend an extra week in Hawaii or Venezuela or Costa Rica to have fun among the salsa dancers or on a cruise? And finally, empathy. According to Chris Voss, empathy is in the eye of the beholder. And empathy is being able to see the other person's perspective. Empathy is in the eye of the beholder. Good example is my 8-year-old nephew. Now I know that he loves sports and he wants to be big and strong. Today, he's 4'3", but who knows, in a few years, he might be 6'2". And in order for me to get him to eat his vegetables, I know that what matters to him is to be big and strong. So in order to be in a more favorable position as his uncle and a caregiver, well, I just empathize with what he cares about most. And as a child, who doesn't want to run fast? Who doesn't want to be the best when he plays soccer? This is what I know empathizes with him the most. So considering this, when you're more confident, you'll display it and you'll be able to say and express what you want out of a situation. When you're willing to provide an alternative to the scenario that you're already wanting, you're already setting yourself up for winning. When you're empathetic, it says that you're listening and you're understanding of the other person and the situation. Negotiating, yeah, it can be intimidating. But think about it. 7 situations out of a given day that are going to go to be negotiated. So in order for you to be able to negotiate like your life depends on it, even if it's not high stakes, just being a little bit more aware matters. Thank you.